stars to achieve the true mark of international success. He has an American golf handicap of 8. Will you please welcome Mr. Sean Connery? Well, thanks very much for coming on the show tonight, Sean.
Well, it's a pleasure. It was great fun. I've been witnessing it from outside.
Because I know this is the first time you've seen one.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And probably the last time you'll be watching?
Well, it is the last night. Didn't they tell you?
They wanted you to break it to me gently. Then I know you've just come into England for a few days, but you've just finished working on a new film, haven't you?
Yeah, The Untouchables.
And that was the director's Brian De Palma, I believe, isn't he?
That's right, yeah. It's the, well, it's been going 30 years, and it's a television series, but it's the reverse procedure from what usually happens when they do the film first and then a television spin-off. Yeah. And so this time they got David Mamet, who's possibly the best living writer today in America.
He wrote Glengarry Glen Ross, didn't he?
That's the one, yeah. And De Palma, and De Niro's playing Al Capone, and it goes right back to the basics of what it was about in 1930 in Prohibition.
So what part do you play in it?
I play an Irish policeman, an old cop on the beat who teaches the young Elliot Ness how to defeat Capone.
The forces of crime.
Yeah.
You know, De Palma, the director, he has quite a controversial track record. Scarface was a very violent film, Body Double was a film that was violent in a different kind of way. But do you think this film will be controversial?
Well, I've seen it. I just saw it a week ago. I think it's excellent. I think he's done a wonderful job, but I think for the first time he has really interesting characters that people are going to be involved in. The problem I felt with De Palma's work before was that it was always a bit distanced, and you were just admiring all the sort of Hitchcockian elements and things. But this is really a good story, good characters.
Yeah. And it's not out till later in the year, this is
I think it comes out in June with Paramount.
Oh, wow, I look forward to that. The last film that was released over here was a massive success. It was The Name of the Rose.
Oh, yes, yeah.
How did you choose to, I mean, why did you choose to play a monk in a movie? You had to shave your head every day for that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was easy.
Why did you choose that film to work on it?
Well, no, that was a kind of convoluted story. I mean, I read the script only because it came into my office in Los Angeles before I was offered it, and I loved it. And then, by a strange cycle of circumstances, it came back free, and the producer, Eichinger in Germany, wanted myself to play the part, so I jumped at it, and in fact I'm totally surprised that it's such a huge commercial success in Europe, because it was in fact a disappointing failure financially in the United States.
Was it? Mm-hmm. So it's made its money over here. What attracts you to a part then? Is it the script, or would it be a director?
Well, invariably it's the writing, you know, or the writer. Yeah. There's always a rather marvelous excitement about working with a good director, and Jean-Jacques Hano is that. Mm-hmm.
Are there any directors that you haven't worked with that you'd really like to? Have you seen David Lynch's film Blue Velvet?
Oh yeah, long before it had been acclaimed, I saw it when I was actually filming in Chicago doing The Untouchables, and I thought it was one of the best films out of America.
Would you like to work with him?
Yes, in fact, I had asked him. I was going to do a film called Taipan, which is another boring story with De Laurentiis, but anyway, it never transpired. Or it did, but it was not with me.
Because with David Lynch, you'd probably be asked to shave more than your head, you know that, don't you? He goes for things in a big way. Now, you worked with John Borman, who we had on in one of the really early shows in the series.
Yes, I know, he told me.
And his new film's kind of very autobiographical, Hope and Glory.
Oh yeah, I saw it. He ran it for us in Los Angeles. It's a marvelous picture. In fact, it's about a lot of things that will, I think, catch the Americans, and certainly catch a lot of the British audience too. It's about the war, the young boys' souvenir of what happens with the air raids and the Zeppelins and women with their turbans on, and you know what took place. With it's got a lot of human stuff in it.
It's very much his story, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well, it's in his eyes.
Would you ever write your story? Would you write your autobiography or have a film made about it?
No, I don't like the idea of that at all. In fact, I end up with lawsuits all the time about it. I don't like the idea of it.
What about, I mean, obviously, if you did, there'd be a lot of James Bond in there. Do you mind talking about Bond now? Do you get bored with...
No, I don't mind talking about it, but just to finish on the subject of writing a biography or an autobiography, to write for the money that they're offering, which they have frequently, you really have to write stuff that I find I wouldn't want to write. You know, you've got to spill blood and say a lot of things that I don't think are necessary.
Don't want the scandal and the gossip.
Yeah, you know, there's enough of that.
So maybe you can tell me some off the record after the show, though. Just,
Listen, you have to work at your leg wrestling.
Yeah, would you go back to playing Bond, do you think?
No.
Because you only made one a few years ago. I mean, it wasn't that long. The last one was made, what, 3 years?
It's only a few years for you. For me, it's...
I'm sure if you've got a decent rug sorted out, you could pull it out.
You're finished tonight. I can borrow yours now.
Yeah, it could do with a sort of overhaul, I think, anyway. Now, you're a big golfing man, as you mentioned at the beginning.
Yes.
You're big in golf. And I know you saw these things earlier. We have some golfing toys, which I thought you might like to try out. They're kind of... because if it's wet outside or it's raining, you might want to try these. I don't know. Let's see. Where are they? Have we got them down there? Oh, there, look. No, that's one with my face on.
What it takes quality.
No, don't. Let's see, put some balls down there. Do you want to... Mine's not working. Is yours working?
Can't even see
there you are. You fancy it? You think this could replace the real thing?
Nope. Wait a minute.
Oh, you've been practicing, haven't you?
I haven't been practicing at all. Ah, there we are.
Oh, marvellous.
I can't get him near the ball, that's the only thing.
I read somewhere that you met your wife while playing golf, is that right?
That's right. That was much more interesting than this.
So she's an avid golf woman?
Yeah.
Do you ever play golf with her?
Just a minute.
You're cheating, aren't you, Sean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you get tired of the real thing, I'll give these to you to take home tonight, and you can maybe...
thank you very much.
A bit of indoor golf for those winter evenings.
Can I explain that to my wife?
Thank you very much, Sean Connery. Well, that was the end of the series, it's the end of the show tonight. I'd like to thank all the guests tonight who made a lot of fun. Joey Hall, the amazing Jomo, Catherine Hellman, of course, Emmylou Harris, and Sean Connery. There you go. And I didn't even beat him at golf. I thought I might. I'd like to thank all the guests who've been on so far. And, of course, I must thank the wonderful Nick Peterson Ecstasy. And most of all, I'd like to thank you for watching and for giving me such wonderful memories. Thanks for the memories, the times I can't forget, the journey in a jet, something else in Martinique, and all the happy times I've had. So thank you, Catherine, for the good times too. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Joey. Want to sing along? For the memories.